Okay. This is Bronson Gerl. He's been an amazing help to me personally. Been an encouragement just in serving in the gospel project, serving in VBS. I mean, I just see him serving in a lot of different places, and it was just really encouraging to me when I first got here, and it's been encouraging. So thank you, Bronson. Thanks, Scott. Bronson, I asked you to just share a little bit about what God's been doing in your life and what He's been teaching you.
First, I really wish I had taken public speaking classes in college because I'm terrible at this. My voice is going to sound like it's shaky, and it is. The first thing though, I wanted to kind of enter with, or kind of tell you guys a quote where I was reading that, where Chris was reading that verse where Jesus just looks at all the people that are listening to me. He says, "These are my brother and my sisters and my mother." That's really how I've seen him. He's really helped me in opening my eyes to what family is, because we even have this quote where it says, what makes us family? And when I looked at that, I was like, that's interesting. That's that one word means so many different things to so many different people. Like, for some of you, it might be a terrible thing. It might be a destroyed, devastated, wrecked thing. I am fortunate, though. The Lord was good enough to, from the foundation of the earth, be able to say, well, no, for Bronson, it will be a pleasurable experience, an experience of warm feeling, of just good times, of times at the apple farm. Those of you who have been with us know about this. Just a lot of good stuff for me. And my dad has a saying of where he's the little G. He's the little God. He is the reflection of what the Father is supposed to be like to us. Yeah, I know. Those of you who don't know my dad, you are probably new to this church, or you're under a rock. But he does that little G thing. But one thing the Lord really helped with me as we went over, and as I went through this family time with Chris, as he's going through this message with us, as it extends even more to that. I truly believe that God gave us not just like the Father to reflect, how He is with us, but He gave the family. The earthly family reflects the heavenly family. We see like that whole aspect is that He, the way He instructs differently. Like, my dad teaches differently to us. We're not all treated the same. That's not how it works. You can't treat everyone the same because we're different people. I've seen him. For some of us are more receptive, and so he seems nicer. And for the ones that are, he is nice. And then for those of us that are a little more hard-headed, it looks a little harsher, but it is all meant for one goal: to get us to where we need to be. And that's kind of how I've also noticed, as I walk with God, is that He's teaching me differently than He teaches other people, and the same goes for you. You're going to be taught differently than I'm going to be taught, and He definitely has taught me. One of His biggest things is He knows His kids. He knows us of course He knows us very well, and so for me, I tend to be a little more like, I try to get to a point and just kind of settle and just sit and chill, and He won't let me do that. He every time I get comfortable in my walk with Him, He throws a new thing in there to kind of like shake it up and make me have to trust Him a little bit more and a little bit more and take a little bit more. For those of you who don't know, I recently got engaged to a beautiful young lady. So that was new. I had just started getting comfortable, like being single and just enjoying my time, and all of a sudden, He puts out this girl that I can't resist from going out with and asking her to marry me, and now I've got this other person now that I'm worried about in my faith, because I can worry about me easily. It's easy to worry about me. It's hard worrying about someone else, and so I have had to really extend my faith I've really had to grow in my faith in order to make that kind of work out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Other than Other than that, I've really have seen Him, though, as I've noticed that this is now you are all my family, and that I get to enjoy these times with you. I mean, as I was I can't tell you how many of you have all come up to me and been like, oh, we're so happy for you, we're so happy for you. And that is an awesome thing. And that is truly one of the gifts that God has given us. And that, I think, is what makes us family. We all have different stories that all circle around the central figure of Jesus, which is pretty cool. I really loved the testimony that came earlier, that you are a stud. Like, that is really, really good, and that's really touching. Yeah.
Thanks, Bronson. Thank you.